It's a beautiful fucking day for a vlog and shit. Kind of gloomy out today. So I finished my road trip up and I went to Singerstock, and I don't know, this year it just kind of wasn't the same as a lot of other years for me. I had a good time. I enjoyed my friends being around and hanging out, but I don't know, everybody was partying to the max as usual, and I'm noticing that I'm not in that, since I quit drinking, I'm not quite in that same mindset. I'm more mellow, chill kind of, and it was a very different, I don't know, experience for me, whereas previous years I would get fucked up beyond all recognition and party and hang out. I feel like it's starting to rain. That's lovely. Good thing I brought an umbrella, right? But many other years I've really burnt the candle at both ends with partying. And this year I was like very subdued and quiet and chill, and I don't know. I enjoyed it, but I didn't party hard. But I did fuck up. But before I get into that, I want you to go ahead and take a look at some of the footage I shot. Which isn't much because I didn't film much. I didn't feel at my best. And we'll get into the reason for that. But first, here's a little montage of some of the things that went on at Singerstock, the ones I can show you, because I'm not going to show you people getting fucked up really bad anyway.
They were called Focus for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Days.
Ow! Days, and then they realized that they had no focus.
Nope.
So we got Alex Reed on guitar. We got Eric Scoob Zerbel on bass, once again. We got James Sindong on drums. Played at Singerstock last year as well. And right here, you guys know him, you love him, Steve Anderson on vocals. Ladies and gentlemen, they are Foreplay!
And I just hit Steve's elbow with my guitar tuner.
Yeah, it's my fault. My fault. He hit me with his guitar. It's my fault. Anytime, Alex.
Oopsie boopsie.
You ready, buddy?
Down here at age 18, blew the boys away with more than 18. I was introduced and we both started grooving. I said I dig you, baby, but I got to keep moving. Let's dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. Cause mama, I'm so hard to handle now, get around. Actions speak louder than words, and I'm a man of great experience. I know you got another man, but I can love you better than him.
Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. You come on with it, come on. You don't fight fair. Well, that's okay. See if I can knock me down. It's only fair. I get right back on my feet again. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
Some of them wanna use fire. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be love you. Sweet streets are made of these. Where my eyes still disappear. I'm traveling the world, I'm selling things, and everybody's looking myself out.
Every time I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face get
past is gone. It went by like dust at dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody's got the dues in life to pay. Well, I know nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know everybody sins. You got to lose to know how to win. My life in books, written pages. Live and learn from fools and from sages. You know it's true. And all these feelings come back to you. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me just for today, maybe tomorrow. Good Lord, take you Feel free to sing it with me. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me just for today, maybe tomorrow. Good Lord, take you away. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. I can't hear you. Dream on, 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 Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me, just for today, maybe tomorrow. Good Lord, take you away. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me, just for today, maybe tomorrow. Good Lord, take you away. Sing with me, sing for the years, sing for the laughter, and sing for the tears. Sing with me, just for today, maybe tomorrow. Good Lord, take you away.
The first thing that jumped out at me about Singer Stock, I got there like a day before everyone else did. There's somebody that I knew that had a camp there, and sorry, I'm losing my breath. Can you tell I haven't been to the fucking gym or exercising as much, even with all that hiking I did? I'm kind of a little out of shape. I definitely need to get out here more. But the first thing that jumped out at me, of course, and I mentioned this previously is that... What the hell? Sorry, I got ADD today. Don't know why. The first thing that jumped out at me is that it's fucking raining. It's a great day to go to Split Rock. Ironically, I didn't bring this for my shelter. I brought it for the camera. Shit. It's kind of creepy here today. What the hell was I thinking? This would be a good day to get haunted here. Not that I've experienced any hauntings here, or even EVPs for that matter. Despite the tragedy of the past. That good old Split Rock. Did it stop raining? I feel like it wants to rain. I feel like if I put this fucking umbrella away, my whole world's gonna go to shit. Now it's raining a little more. I really need to get my shit together here. I feel like I'm walking through itchy green shit. More itchy green shit. This is a bad idea. Ticks and itchy green shit and shit. I'm turning it into a real vagina. I mean, look at me, I'm carrying a fucking umbrella. I swear I brought it for the camera gear. I swear. I hope I don't get struck by lightning. Nature has a way of fucking with me. Especially when nature's telling me to stay home and I come out to vlog. Anyway, the first thing that jumped out at me was the owner of the campground and a friend of mine's wife both recognized that they hit the health wall. As in, they're having to go to get health care. They got diabetes and various other serious illnesses. And that they needed to do something about it. So they went keto. The owner of the campground did it for purely aesthetic reasons. He thought he didn't look good. Apparently he met a new girlfriend or something and decided to change things up a bit. We might be safe. We might be safe. I still feel a little bit of raindroppage. So he just decided to change things up a little bit and go keto. And this is the last motherfucker that you would expect to go keto. I mean, ever since I known him, he's a hard partier and eating the worst fucking foods imaginable and didn't really take care of himself. And he's lost probably in the neighborhood of 90 pounds. And the great part for me is when we're sitting there and he's talking about people are complimenting him on all the weight he lost, which I went through myself. That was weird. People are complimenting, him on his weight loss, so I asked the very pointed question because I had a sneaking suspicion on how he did it because of how popular keto has gotten. So I asked him, I'm like, well, how'd you do it? And he doesn't watch my shit. He doesn't know anything about Scott the Truck Driver or any of that shit, as far as I know. And the reason I know he doesn't watch my shit is the way he responded. He responded like he was going to teach me about keto. And that was like the next hour of the conversation was him telling everyone how he did it. And, one of the things I disagreed with that he's doing that will result in a stall, I know from personal experience, is frequent carb ups and cheat days, which we're going to talk about because I just had a cheat day during Singer Stock, and boy did it fuck me up. It fucked me up good. It fucked me up real good. All kinds. I get so sick of the Hodge twins eating shitty food on video. They used to be healthy. Now they're just muscle bound and funny. But anyways, when people make that personal transformation, and holy shit, You ever stand in the middle of a field where you hear thunder and wonder, am I fucking up while you're holding up a big piece of electronic equipment? It's not looking nice here. This might have been a stupid idea. But I'm probably going to start heading back here because I'm a little concerned. It's one of my favorite vlog spots, and because nobody comes here, but yeah. What the fuck is that? I gotta go find out what that is. You know, it was a really high moment for me to see people who I never would have suspected even thought about their health, let alone going keto, actually go keto. It looks like a fucking umbrella. Apparently, I'm not the only vagina that brings a umbrella out into the woods hiking. They were a Cowboys fan. Interesting. I thought of the first part of the trip as a victory for keto. Clearly, keto is working, and it's working wonders. Fuck. I'm gonna get poured on. I can fucking smell it. And we're gonna prepare properly. I'm gonna pull out the rain cover. Yeah, we're definitely heading the fuck out of here. I know when nature's telling me to fuck off. Nature's definitely telling me to fuck off right now. Definitely a victory for keto to begin with. But the next part, there were some people mocking me for being keto, and mainly my friends who knew me real well and liked to trigger me from time to time. Ironically, they cooked. You know, like I went shopping with Christy for the food that they were going to get for the weekend, and they bought way too much food. But it was all like fucking meat, and she did buy cookies. Let's face it, Christy's never going to go keto again. Probably not until the inevitable health wall gets hit, if it hasn't already. But yeah, if you're watching, I'm judging. But, you know, to each their own. If that's how you want to live, that's how you want to live. But I ended up having bread on a burger. A couple burgers. With bread and shit. And some yogurt that had probably a little more sugar in it than I wanted. And I think that's what did me in. I had this vanilla... I don't know that it was the bread, because I've had cheat days with bread in the past and I didn't react nearly this bad. Did I take a wrong fucking turn? No. But I became completely lethargic. I had a headache. I got very constipated and gassy, and I felt like complete and utter dog shit. I mean, there was just no getting around the fact that I fucked up. My body let me know. It was like, hey, dickhead, guess what you did? You fucked up. And it took me a full day to recover. There was a day I just kind of laid around miserable and feeling like shit. I wasn't depressed, though. So that wasn't a big thing. But I will say that it was a bad idea. I think it was the yogurt. It was this Greek yogurt, vanilla flavored, that was advertised as low sugar and didn't have, you know, carb wise, it wasn't a lot, but they sweetened it. I don't know how they sweetened it with some kind of artificial sweetener and vanilla. And as a result, I got the worst bloat and constipation that I've ever had on a cheat day for a very long time. I mean, my body let me know, hey, we're not eating this way anymore, dickhead. You need to stop. I've had other cheats with potatoes that didn't go bad. I've had occasionally a cheat with a baked good that ironically didn't go bad. Now we're talking like one cookie or something like that. Didn't feel like shit. But whatever I did on this cheat day, which was a little excessive, I often advocate for just having a cheat item in your meal that's normally keto if you're gonna cheat. Obviously it's superior to not cheat. But whatever I did really fucked me up, and you know, was kind of not the best way to end my little vacation by being kind of bedridden for a day. Here we go. Yay for rain and shit. This my backpack gets a little bit wet in the back of my body. So overall, I didn't enjoy Singer Stock as much as I enjoyed the rest of the trip. I would have much rather probably had a nice, calm, chill day in nature. I think, does that mean I'm getting fucking old? Does that mean my values have changed yet again? To where I no longer value the party campsite, and I value more the calm, peaceful nature, because this is calm and fucking peaceful right now. I don't know, are my party days numbered? I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what made me change my ways. But I will say, be careful with your cheats if you have cheat days. And I strongly disagreed with him when he said, sorry, we're huddling under this shit, starting to pour a little. So we're getting intimate right now. Don't even know if I'm fucking gonna be in focus. So yeah, there's that. You gotta remember the camera's more important than me. I got my priorities real straight. But just be careful on your cheat days. Remember your food intolerances. Remember what sent you to keto in the first place. You know, the kind of foods that you were eating. You can't go back. As much as you may want to, the more you cheat, the more reverse progress you will make, the more symptoms will pop up. You know, I've been experimenting a little bit with more frequent cheat meals, and I can tell you, doing a cheat day where you eat the whole day as a cheat, is then you have 2 meals with a bunch of fucking cheat shit in it. That lightning was really close, like I saw it. Thankfully, I'm no longer the tallest object in the area. But I am carrying an umbrella that's made of metal, a camera that's powered, plus humans are natural grounded. So there's still a good likelihood I could get struck by lightning. And shit. I don't think anybody else. There was another car down there and 2 people were leaving when I got here. So who knows? Well, that was a short little trip. I wanted to get out. I've been cooped up in that little fucking room since I got back. Preparing for my fucking shoot, getting my camera gear straight. Like right now, I'm shooting with my AX700, my Sony camcorder, because I think during the Gettysburg video I struggled a bit with, you know, there were shots I couldn't get or settings that were a little fucked up and the video quality suffered as a result because it's so fiddly. You know, like I had to change lenses at one point just to get up close, whereas I'm finding that I went back and watched some of my old videos that I shot with this camera that were out running gun in nature, and this camera is an all-in-one package, very lightweight too, less than 2 pounds. If I were to do a video only trip, which is rare since I am a photographer, and do these adventure videos, I think I need to roll with this camera because it has everything I need. It has built-in ND filters, it can zoom incredibly far. Like if I take it down to 1080p, I can zoom in without any loss in quality 24x, which is probably something like 700 or 800 millimeters, which will get you right up in there and shit. My camera is getting a little wet. We're gonna find out if the AX700 is truly weatherized right now. Just goes to show, bringing an umbrella out in nature, 2 thumbs up. If you're hiking, it's worth the little bit of extra weight for a shitty umbrella. Unless it's windy, then you're fucked. I love it. Apparently somebody turned the penis graffiti that was on this rock into some kind of Illuminati thing. Interesting. Psychology and shit. Like they made it into an eye and everything. Pretty interesting. So let me know what you think. Does this camera hold up for this little sample adventure video for my channel? Let's get in the car and finish this shit up. Shit got real. So, I don't know. I think keto and this healthy lifestyle and trying to improve myself are making things other things that I used to enjoy quite a bit, a lot less appealing. You know, it's hard to let certain things go out of your life. So I think quitting drinking has led to me being less fun, I guess. You know, I'm pretty sure my friends would say I'm just less fun now and less social. I don't know. Could be spending so much time by myself too, which I do. A lot of my friends have very busy lives. Not that I don't, but I have the freedom to be able to do things, whereas they don't. And it's not their fault. They're doing the best they can to muddle their way through this system. So I want to take a moment to thank Gyro Spin-Up. I just received your letter and contribution to the channel today. So next week we have 1 video so far for next week, but I'm still finishing out 5 videos this week for the contributions that happened this week. But I'm counting Gyro Spin-Up's contribution as towards at least one video next week. And if, for those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I kind of pledged that up to 5 videos per week, if I get at least, and I do stress at least, like if I get more than enough, I'm not gonna like book out a shit ton of days, because I just can't do that. I don't want to promise something and not deliver. So if you're worried about, I'll give you enough fucking money to do video every day for the rest of the year. Well, yeah, I don't really want to do $20 per video for the rest of the year. This is kind of a way for me to not drive Uber and spend time making content like I am right now. I'm not driving Uber today because I've got contributions to cover my expenses so that I can spend time putting this video together and going live tonight well, right now you're probably watching it, but if you're watching this on YouTube, I am planning on going live after this at 10 p.m. on the 8th, which is Thursday, 10 Eastern time, I'm going to do a live reaction video, which will also go to YouTube and count as another video, because that's a whole other topic, so to speak, and another time that I'll be spending. You guys have, ever since I announced that pledge, you guys are really starting to ramp up the contributions to keep me working on this stuff. And I want to thank you, because I honestly, I thought my channel was pretty much dead, to where I wouldn't be able to sustain it with the amount of time I was putting in. And you guys have said, hey, not only are we willing to help you keep the channel going, but we actually like it that you're trying to do this travel stuff and you're trying to go out and explore and expand your horizons and learn things about, because if we just listen through the eyes of the media and social media instead of going out and exploring and experiencing life directly, we're going to increase our anxiety and lessen our knowledge. We'll only know what other people tell us if we don't ever get out and experience this shit, So you guys being supportive of me doing that is fucking awesome. I'll just put it that way. So my YouTube isn't dead. We'll say that. I am happy on DLive too, with the community that's followed me over. Yeah, I get the occasional, because it's more of a free platform, there's more trolls, but they're easy enough to deal with. And as many of you have pointed out, it's difficult to create multiple accounts on DLive because it's a pain in the ass. The sign up process is a little bit of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. You don't have to sign up. You can, from what I hear, you can even still watch without signing up. I just would appreciate it if you came in and participated. You don't have to contribute, but I do like the conversations that we've been having in there. You guys help trigger me. One of the things that gets me talking as much as I do is having something to bounce off of, something that triggers me. And over the years in the comments on YouTube, you all have definitely thrown things in to try and trigger me. And it worked. Like, I would create whole videos ranting about something that you guys triggered me on. I've done, like last night, on the Civil War premiere stream that I did, if for those of you who don't know, if you're watching this right now on upload, you can still go check this out. But I ended up on like a fucking 2.5, 3 hour tirade after the hour and a half watching the video and chatting in the chat room together, talking about, the possibilities of a future civil war and going over a little bit of reaction stuff that I did. And I like reaction streaming on there because I'm not worried about shit. It's kind of, I like that platform. Mine's, on the other hand, I'm having a little trouble with. I'm not gonna panic yet, but I've got like 5 boosted posts in the queue to get boosted, and they're not boosting. So I don't know what the fuck they did, if it's a bug, or if it's something more intentional, or if they're going out of business, or I don't know what. But I'm hoping mine's isn't going downhill. So that's that. So now that we've updated all that shit, the point of this video is, if you're going to cheat on keto, you gotta be picky. And you can't do it every fucking day. You can't do it every week even. I would say 2 weeks in between cheats minimum. It took me 3 days to recover. I gained 2 pounds as a result of this cheat. And it was all bloat and water weight that came in because I pissed like a motherfucker for 2 days after it was all said and done. And now I'm back down to the 196 range that I was at when I started this journey. I do feel like I'm getting a little leaner, but not as a result of any extra steps. I don't know. Maybe the cheat day. See, the guy that owns the campground, his theory was that every time he did a cheat, he would break a plateau and lose 3-4 more pounds. I didn't have the heart to tell him that that's not quite how it works. You see, what happens is if you have a cheat day, you might even at first lose a few pounds of weight on the first 24 hours. It's called the whoosh effect. Commonly associated with alcohol and hangovers. But then over the next 3 days, your weight will shoot up, your energy levels will dip, you will feel like shit. And these are all symptoms that happened to me on this cheat day. And I'm not sure what the food was that did it. And I do know that not all cheat days are equal because, like I said before, if I do it with potatoes, I'm fine. There's other things that I have had on a cheat day in extreme moderation, mind you. So cheat meals instead of cheat days that did not do this to me, did not slam me with these symptoms. If you go nuts and go crazy trying to fucking keep up, eating all the same shit you used to eat and cramming it into one day, you're going to overdo it, and your health is going to suffer as a consequence. There's really not a way around it. Believe me, I've tested this every which way over the past 4 years. Can I eat the same shit? Because you feel a little left out when everyone around you eating bad shit. And sometimes it's hard to not jump in and participate. Plus, everything was food-oriented. That's the other part of Singer Stock that I want to get across that I wasn't too thrilled with. It was all about food. Everybody was thinking about food or producing food. Every campsite I visited, food. Every activity revolved, like they even had a Howl's Kitchen, which was like a cooking contest. I had had a lot to eat. I tried to keep it keto for the majority of my time camping, but I did have the one cheat day. And, people were feeding me all kinds of meat and fat, and I had kielbasa, I had, so I was keeping it keto for the majority of the trip. But the last day there, or the main day where everyone was there, and the music festival was going on, I said I'm just gonna be normal for, like everyone around me for a day. And then I spent the next 3 days paying for it. I'm now back to normal. My energy levels are back to normal. My brain's not lethargic. I'm functioning well. I was able to do a 4-hour non-stop podcasty stream yesterday with pretty much not much of a break in between talking. I was watching some of it back to see if I was still a little bit fucking fuzzy. And I was able to do that non-stop. I couldn't do that the day before because I was just a mess. So these are the chances you take if you have a cheat day. So don't have a cheat day is my advice at all if you can get away with it. But if you must have that cheat just to feel like to take part in some event or a holiday, or you're at your friend's house and they haven't got anything else and you kind of want to hang and do the social eating thing that is common everywhere pretty much, just make it a cheat item. Eat it, keep it as keto as you can or as carnivore as you can. Have your cheat item, and I think you'll do a hell of a lot better than if you have a full-blown cheat meal where you're having multiple items that you're not supposed to eat. Like, say you're gonna, you know, for your cheat, you do pasta, and then you have a fucking big piece of sugary cheesecake at the end, which would be keto if it wasn't for all the fucking sugar in it, and all the flour, and all the fucking wheat, and all the, yeah. And, you know, and you're doing bread on top of that. If you're doing all of that in one meal, or you're eating a whole pizza or some shit, you're going to suffer. If you have one slice of pizza as your cheat item, and then everything else is keto, you know, or you have one cookie or one piece of cheesecake and nothing else outside your diet, I think you'll tolerate it a lot better. And that's my conclusion after experimenting with having a cheat meal a little bit more often. How much of a cheat can I have? And I tell you, when you do the full-blown cheat day, you're fucked. When you do a cheat item, you're rolling the dice a little. You might have some negative reactions, but if you do it, and you can experiment, you can self-experiment this shit, figure out which cheat foods that you like the most, that have the least amount of an effect on your physical health, and how quickly you can recover from them, if they even move the needle at all. Some of the, like I said, potatoes don't seem to move the needle for me when I do it. And I do know that they're often fried in vegetable oil, so they're not healthy by any stretch of the means, but if I'm just doing it once, you know, it's probably okay at that point, you know. So once every couple of weeks, only one cheat item. The rest of your meal should fall within keto or carnivore if you're carnivore, and then leave it at that. I also feel like the more carnivore I am, because by the way, my recovery plan, let me look over that real quick. My recovery plan from this shittiness that I felt, I fasted for 24 hours, and I've been completely animal-based for the most part. I did have Halo Top yesterday, and some today too. So, but other than that, everything was animal-based. I did, you know, all my Greek yogurt, ribeye, eggs, butter. So the road to recovery was mainly carnivore-ish for me. And now I'm going back to ketovore, where I have my foods I know I tolerate back in the mix now that I feel more energized, more alert, more on the ball, and feeling good, you know, and my weight's returned to normal and everything. So I'm fully recovered, and I used carnivore to do it. So some little tips. I don't know if this fucking shit, it means anything. I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just an asshole. Always remember that. Do your own homework. Do your own experiments. Do your own research. It is what it is. So, speaking of research, if you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be another video that, you know, if you're watching this on DLive, this is going to happen right after you see this. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see another video later on this weekend as I respond to Vegetable Police, who put up a video the other day talking shit about the ketogenic diet. So we're going to do a live response video. I actually advertised this one that I was going live Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and to react specifically to this video because it has a lot of the common criticisms in it that I hear from people. Not just, you know, I'm not picking on Vegetable Police. I'm picking on anybody that has come at me with these arguments, because literally almost every argument he presented in that video I have a counterpoint to. So we're gonna lay it all out. So I'm calling you out if you're watching. I don't think he watches my shit. He's probably not even aware I exist. But you know, I even commented, you know, is like, don't tell me the caveman used to do it, was part of his fucking thing. I left him a comment and said it's so easy a caveman could do it. You know, my ODD kicking in a little bit there. But that's what's coming up for YouTube. Thanks to you, everyone who donated this week to make me produce 5 videos. So you got this video right now, and then you have that video coming up, or you can get them all in one shot if you follow me on DLive, and you can chat with me and sometimes trigger me into going off on tangents, which is liable to happen. Although I'll probably save the tangents for after I react to the VP video, and I'll just stick with trying to keep it, because I can easily be lured off topic, which is one of my problems. So that's the plan. Please like and subscribe for more fucking videos, and I'll make more fucking videos and shit. Follow me on DLive, follow me on Minds. I do post on both. I've started posting some of the shit I watch on Minds.com, so keep an eye on my feed there, not just for my shit, but for the shit of people I want to promote. I've been starting to clean up my subscription feed. I'm starting to dig past the algorithm to discover new videos, because it keeps feeding me the same fucking shit over and over and over again. And then I'm discovering, when I go through my subscription feeds, I'm discovering that there's people I haven't seen in years that I subscribed to a long time ago, and I haven't seen anything in my fucking homepage about it or in my recommended section. And it seems to pimp out like the same 3 or 4 big YouTubers that advertisers like to put their shit on, apparently, or something. And anybody else is just like, fuck them, you know. And I think some of the channels that I have never seen or heard from just weren't monetized to begin with. So there's that. So look for that. I will be experimenting next week with some camera and vlog setups, including this camera I'm using now, because I want to improve the quality of my adventure videos, of which there will be more. You know, you guys have been very supportive of that, and it's something I actually enjoy doing. I don't really need a sponsor to do an adventure video. I mean, it helps because it's expensive, but you know, I'm still gonna do them regardless of whatever my YouTube status is, as far as being able to make a living at it. It is what it is. So look forward to that. And I also want to thank Dave 101, who contributed quite a bit in yesterday's Civil War stream. You know, that helps keep me streaming too. If you guys want, like, my streams, those are very time consuming, because I literally have streamed for 5, 4, 3, 6 hours. And, you know, I always have like a core group of people that'll hang for the entire stream, it seems, which I never expected. I thought people would tune in and out, jump in and out, maybe catch a replay when they're bored or when they haven't seen enough content out of me. But, you know, some of you have been pretty loyal following there, and I'm getting closer and closer to the 200 follower mark on DLive, at which I become an affiliate and get a few more perks. I think I can post videos for longer, and then the next quest is to become a partner, which is a lot more difficult. So we'll figure that out one step at a time. Let's make affiliate first on DLive. We'll see how it goes and shit. Another thing I want to talk about is Scott the Photographer. I haven't posted there in a while. I got ratioed on one of my videos because I swore. And I was a little pissed off, so I didn't make any fucking photography videos for a while. Do you guys still want me to do photography videos? Let me know in the chat if you're on DLive. Let me know in the comments below if you're on YouTube. Should I keep making photography videos? Or should I change the whole theme of the channel entirely? I don't know. I was thinking of making a HDR, exploration channel, and for people who have HDR, which would be a niche audience, because not everybody has HDR access to, but it looks fucking astoundingly better than the video quality when you don't use HDR. So something I'm thinking about for the photography channel is just turning it into a adventure channel, a photo adventure channel, to share my photography, and taking pictures and maybe throwing out tips here and there. But I'm not changing who I am. I'm still going to swear. So if people get in the photography community apparently can't tolerate the word fuck. But I know you guys have been tolerating the word fuck for quite a while here on Scott the Truck Driver. So should I cater to the sensitive motherfuckers? I'm probably not gonna. I'm going to get on there and intentionally fucking swear more. That's what I fucking do. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up. If you're on DLive, stay tuned, because we're going to do the Vegetable Police live keto reaction video. If you're on YouTube, look for that Vegetable Police live keto replay to be posted in a day or two, after you've seen this and shit. Have a nice motherfucking day. Oh, one more thing. I'm starting to try and schedule ahead of time my live streams. I'm doing so in several places. So if you're ever curious when I'm going live, like you haven't seen a notification, I'm doing it on the YouTube community posts. So you'll start to see little posts popping up. It's under the community tab on my channel on YouTube. I don't know if you get to see that in your notifications or not. Maybe if you click the bell, you get to see all that. I don't know. I sometimes randomly see that from other YouTubers, so I'm hoping that you guys can keep up with things that way. That's one way. Or follow me on Minds. Every time I schedule a post, I put it there. Or go to ScottTheTruckDriver.com, and there's a Scott the Truck Driver live thing in the little menu tab there. Once you get past the landing page, like, you know, when you get to where there's a sidebar menu, it says Scott the Truck Driver Live. I think I got one on the landing page too. I'm going to post there along with a link to the previous replay, because whenever I update it, I can do the previous replay. Follow me on DLive directly. There's a little panel section there that you can have multiple panels, so I can schedule multiple streams in that area and put a little picture and tell you a little bit what I'm planning for the streams. Plus, there's going to still be random streams that just aren't scheduled, so you won't see them posted anywhere, but I'll be, you know, it might be something that's just me hanging out. It might be me playing a game, or me fucking singing karaoke, or me just watching videos and reacting and shit. Some things coming up on DLive. I plan, and I won't be able to put this on YouTube, I plan on doing a full reaction to Keto Fest. That's 16 hours of fucking videos that I'm going to live stream at some point. It'll probably be a full day event. I will post it the day before I plan on doing it, because I'm going to have to block out a full day to do this. And it's going to take me a while. It's going to take me more than that, because I do pause and talk. I'm going to have to be a little bit better about it. But I do pause and talk whenever something jumps out at me, which is why I do and reaction streams. So look for the Keto Fest reaction streams exclusively on DLive. And if something really awesome does pop up, though, I may pull it from the live stream and post it to YouTube, just so you can get a little sample of what the reaction stream was like. That's it for this video, and have a nice motherfucking day and shit. And watch out with them cheat days. They're fucking bad for you. They're bad. I don't know why I did it. Sometimes fitting in means being unhealthy and miserable.